Hello and welcome. My name's Beck and you're watching Beck's Crafty Nook. Today we're going to talk about different tapestry grids that you can make into a blanket. And this inspiration has come about from the Amazing Page video that she did on tapestry projects. And I love using these graphs from Bracelet Book to make corner to corner blankets. Blankets is my jam, so I thought we'll put the blanket patterns into a video. Now I want to give you an idea of size, and I think a really nice size project to make in these kind of things is a single size, like a single bed size, or like a lap blanket Afghan type thing. So I just want to show you a project that I do have on my channel, which is corner to corner, just to get the idea for the size. So this is called my Circle of Friends blanket. I'll leave the playlist in the description. And it is made from these corner to corner squares. And then each square has a border crocheted around it, and then those squares are joined together. So in a future video, we're going to do graphs that are the same kind of sizes as these squares, and then you could put different pictures in the squares. So things like Stardew Valley, or like, you know, put the little chickens in there, or the little apple thingies, what do you call them? Junimos. Put the Junimos in there, stuff like that. I think that'd be very cute. The tapestry images we're going to look at today are all in one. You'll just do the whole image together. Each of these squares is 26 by 26 pixels. So each little corner to corner is a pixel. If you want to know how to do corner to corner, you'll find everything you need in this playlist. That's how big it is. And so it's 3 of those across and 4 high. And this is the kind of size, you know, you're going to get. So that will do like the top of a single bed. And as you can see, that's going to comfortably go over your body and you'll be able to snuggle up into that. And it's a really good length too. It's pretty much the width and the length of the top of a single bed. So some of these tapestries, I'm going to be giving you the sizes in the description. And I'm going to mention if I think that you should add height or width anywhere on these and how you would do it. So I've chosen all images that I think will be suitable to use. So let's get into it. Okay, so the blanket that you just saw is 78 pixels by 104 pixels. So our first graph that I would recommend, let me move over so we can get a nice beautiful picture. The first one is one that I am personally making, and it's one that has inspired me to make this video for you. It is our froggy in a bottle. I think he is just so cute. I love all the bright colors. I've also chosen these grids because I don't think you're going to get bored while you're making them. There's enough colors to not get bored. But I will say, because I have started making this one, and there will be a video coming out, so if you'd like to see the video, please subscribe. Anyway, I'm working from the green corner up into the bottle, and I do have to say I'm going through the part where there's the little mushrooms, and there is a lot of color changing. So just so you know, that one is a little bit more intermediate, because there's a lot of color change in one little area. I think once I get past those tiny mushrooms and like the shading on like the cactus kind of bush there, that's a lot of green and you know, lime green and dark green, I think then it's going to be pretty clear sailing because there's larger pieces of color. So that's number one. It is 74 pixels by 100 pixels. So I'm making it just as is. It's very close to the size of the other blanket that I showed you, the Circle of Friends. The next tapestry is the Beatles. I chose this one. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the Beatles or anything like that, but I chose this one because it's very well rendered. The size is 82 pixels by 115. So it's a little wider, so it's going to hang down a little bit on the edges of a single bed. It's also going to be longer on a single bed, but I still think it's like not too much more. It's just that, you know, a couple of inches, maybe 2 inches bigger, both in width and height or length. But I love the colors. I love the rendering. Like it does look like a poster or an album cover. I'm pretty sure that probably is an album cover. It's very pop art. It's colorful. You could change the colors behind it if you wanted to. But yeah, I love that one. Next we have something that just made me laugh, and I think be cute if you are a Harry Potter enthusiast, or you know somebody who is into Harry Potter. It's a little coffee cup and it says espresso patronum, and it's dressed as Harry Potter, and I think it's just adorable. The size on that one is 95 by 148, so it's quite a bit bigger and longer. It's not going to be a double size. It's not going to be the size of like a queen bed, but it is definitely getting there. And it's only a little bit longer at 15 spaces longer, but 95 is like another 20 wide, so you're going to get quite some good overhang. But yeah, I think that's so fun for any Harry Potter fans. Next we have the first grid that I think that you're going to need to change a little bit to make it long enough for a single bed. So this is a hammerhead shark with some seagulls on its head, and I love the colors. I love the concept. I think it's really cute. This is more of a beginner one because you've got a lot of the colors are in large spaces together. So you're not going to have to change colors every 2 seconds. The birds, you'll have to change colors a little bit, but this would be a great starting one if you want to get started out. Even the beetles one won't be too bad. There's not like a crazy amount of color changes. Maybe when you get to the portraits of the actual beetles themselves, but all that background, they're big spaces of color. The size of this one is 77 wide, so that's not too far off because we wanted 78, so that's fine. And it's 80 long, and we wanted at least 100. So what I would do is I would add more sky to the top. So however many rows to get us to 100, is it 20 rows? Yep, 20 rows to get us to 100, or 24 will get us to exactly 104. You only need to just do the same color, just expand it by the 24 rows, and then that will be perfect for a single bed. Next we have something that I just think is so aesthetically pleasing, is Frankenstein's monster poster. I think this pixel art is so well done. It just looks really cool. Like if you're a movie fan or if you have a movie room, this would be just so cool. It would be a great gift for somebody too who's into those kind of films. The color palette is pretty limited, you know, like there's not too many colors. There's big areas of color. Another kind of beginner type, you know, project, not having to change colors every 2 seconds. The size on this one is 83 wide and 102 tall, so it's pretty much spot on. I wouldn't change anything. It's a little wider, but the length is really good too, so I just wouldn't change anything. I would just make it as is. The next one we have is Sailor Moon, and I believe that this is Sailor Mercury. I love the composition of this grid. The colors are great. There are 2 different colors on her arms. I'm not sure if you would do 2 different colors or just keep it with one skin tone. I don't think it's going to be integral to keeping the design looking right. I would just use one color, although there are some shading in her face where there's a second color used. I did use this on my Rick and Morty. I used 2 colors. I used almond for the main skin color, and then I used natural for his shading. I could have gone darker. I'm in Australia, so we use 4 Seasons Marvel for our main colors, and those are the colors I used in 4 Seasons. But if you want some more color options, especially when it comes to skin colors, I use our Choice Discount store. There's also Discount Craft online, and they sell the Knitting Yarn brand acrylic yarn, and there is a very wide variety of skin colors in that range. There's probably like twice as many colors in that range as there is in the Marvel's 4 seasons. The size of this grid is 82 wide, so it is wider because 78 was the top of our single bed. So it's a good like 10 pixels wider, which isn't too bad. Just hang down a little bit, but the length is a lot more. It is 50 pixels longer. You couldn't cut it off anywhere. I think that would ruin the design. So yeah, I think it'd just be longer. You could cozy it right up to your neck and then have it hang off your bed a little bit. Our next grid is a classic. It's Charlie Brown and Snoopy, and I think this is a really just classic image of the two together. It's a great size. The size is 78, which is exactly what we want, exactly the right width, and it is 120 long, so it's only another 10 long, so perfect size. It's an easy color palette, not too many color changes. I think this would be a great beginner's one as well. Next we have the classic Homer Simpson in the advertising. Mr. Sparkle, isn't it Mr. Sparkle? That's just such a funny episode and just such a classic. There's also a pixel grid for Homer going into the bushes, and I'll have to put that in the next video because today we're just doing 10 of them. So Homer is 80 by 103. So 103 is just one off our length of the other blanket, so that's perfectly fine, and it's a little wider. You could add an extra row of pink if you wanted to, but I think just doing the grid as is would be fine, and I think it'd just be a really fun piece to have in your home. Next we have star sign cats. So in the description I have linked the page with all of the cats, and the picture I have for you is the Aries cat because I am an Aries. It is wide, it is 86 pixels wide, but the length is a little short. The length is 97 pixels, so it's just a little off. And what I would do is I would add an equal amount of blue to the bottom and the top to get it up to 104. I think 104 is kind of like your minimum that you want. And I would probably add like a really beautiful gold border to the very edge. So I do it all blue just as is, and then like a row of single crochet in gold. Whatever gold that you use for the cat would be beautiful. Some of these grids though are the right length. So when you do your star sign, if you would like to do the star sign cat, just check how long they are. I've got in the description right at the top that original length of what a single size blanket should be. For number 10, lucky last, I think these are classics and I definitely want to find some more, is a painting, and it's called Girl with the Pearl Earring. Now this one would be tricky. It's a good size. It is 73 by 106. You could add a few extra black to the sides if you would like to make it just that little bit wider for the top of the single bed to take it up to 78. You could even add like a row or two to the top, but it is long enough already. The tricky part in this is to get enough skin tones and brown tones. And it is a little pixely, but I think it would be a fun piece to make and a little bit of a challenge. There is that other art piece where they've got like the two fingers touching. I want to find that one and do that one. I think I have seen the pixel art for that, but yeah, I've just got to round it up and find it. So that is my 10 tapestry blanket ideas. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you're going to make something. You can look forward to seeing my frog in a jar, and there's quite a few others that I would like to make from that list. In particular, probably the Aries cat is super cute, and I just love the Frankenstein poster. That would be so cool for a movie room. So please subscribe if you like what you've seen. There is more coming up, and I have some other ideas, as I said in the beginning, coming up for smaller projects that you could sew together like a granny square and make into a blanket. So I will see you guys soon. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe if you like what you see, and check out these other videos.